of the firehouse, and he's done it all right here at Station 8. For the exception of your probationary period, was it 2 months, 3 months?
Pretty much.
So
I knew people in high places, though.
to start off, the city has a plaque and a wallet to give Eddie, which was given to him earlier on. We want to read it to him. And Deputy Chief of Operations, yours truly, Chief Freddie Fernandez is here.
It's right off the golf course.
Right off the golf course.
I wasn't expecting to do this. I just came say goodbye to Eddie on his last day. Chief Hugo Rodriguez had come by earlier today. Eddie's dad was my first chief at my first station when I first got on probation in 1983, so it's kind of fitting that I'm able to share some time here with Eddie. So Chief Moye was my first chief ever. So on behalf of the fire chief and the staff, it's a great pleasure to give Eddie this plaque. And I'm going to do my best to read it, but first, your obligatory pension check wallet.
Yeah, we know that goes to.
And there you go. Karina says amen.
Amen.
Okay, so I got the assist here so I can read.
Those are back glasses.
Those are pretty cool. Did you see the list?
The City of Miami, Florida Department of Fire Rescue recognizes Edward A. Moye for your dedicated service to the citizens of Miami Department of Fire Rescue from November 3rd, 1980. Wow, you're old. Until May 31st, 2014. Congratulations. Who's won?
Eddie really has been with the fire department for a very long time, 33 years of service. That's older than a lot of people in this room.
Hey, watch
And you know, he's seen a lot of captains and lieutenants go through as he's been here most of his career. Normally you say that they served the city of Miami, but really he really served Coconut Grove. Pretty much the whole time that he's been here. Our very own captain and hopefully soon to be chief, Jamie Garcia is current captain.
I swung through here for like 3 years prior to finally coming as a captain here, so I got to work a lot with Eddie. We've done a lot of stuff in and out of the station. He's always been a pleasure to work with and helped me through a lot of things. He's always been open to the guys at the station and been a pleasure within the station. Yes, he did come on the job with a silver spoon in his mouth, and but along the way, he's done what he had to do. He's always been a professional. I've never had a problem with anything on the truck or anything anywhere down the road. We've gone fishing together on trips and gone mountain biking and done a lot of things. And he's going to be a big part of the personality of the station and of the department. And I'll give him the, hopefully he won't use it on me, and the plastic hats.
Well, this is what we're waiting for, right?
You guys are more
Oh, we were done.
Well, now we're gonna gag and roast him a little bit. No, we won't be too hard on him or anything like that. But Eddie Velez, our 21-year boot, he's been to the drop for 25 years. He's gonna talk a little about Eddie Moye.
Well, of course, they put me up for the gag gifts. I don't know why they chose me. I figured with Liv Say's shirt, 2 sizes too small, maybe he could have done No, it's funny. It's the police department. He's trying to get the sleeves tied back. Anyway, as you guys all know, he is Station 8. So we're losing one of the cornerstones and one of the pillars of the station. I now will become irregular, so I'll have to start using that yogurt that helps with poop. Our poop buddies. We go at the same time every day.
Sit down. Hey, what's up, Eddie?
Today, same exact time. Including today as well.
Too much information.
I'll figure something out. But anyway, the obligatory joke hat, as you guys can see, he's got his bottle opener, which he's going to need. He did mention golf today. I do not disturb for the kids. Probably won't be around much longer. They'll be still at school.
Kids, those two giants.
His dad, which he pulled off his wall specifically in his room, and some other things. Notice it says no work. So
Yeah, well.
I'm proud to give that to you, man. We're gonna miss you, of course. Brother, love you too, man.
Well, guys, everybody probably knows Eddie Moye here. I'm sure for a long time, maybe longer than I. I've known him for pretty much like close to 25 years.
Station, stand by for response.
On a rescue run.
Squad 8.
Attention all hands, attention all stations, attention all hands, attention all stations. After 33 years of service to the great citizens of Miami, or in Eddie's case, Coconut Grove, bringing up his 500 gear, spatula, kitchen knives, and cooking skills to join his beautiful wife, Kathy, his two sons, Chad and Alan, and his daughter, Crystal, for the motorcycle trip of his life. Eddie is a second-generation fireman and has been a tremendous asset to many officers throughout his long career. He has always been available as a mentor to many recruits throughout the years. After all, he has been around as long as Oak. All his brothers here at Station 8 and throughout the entire city wish you a long and very enjoyable retirement. Have a healthy retirement and Godspeed.
Well, I was going to say a couple of things about Eddie, but that pretty much, said it all. He really has been a great firefighter. He's a very mellow guy, but super knowledgeable with all the tools of the truck. Can do anything on a fire scene. Good medic. Never complains. Always positive. Spent a lot of time in the kitchen cooking for us. Really going to miss you a lot, Eddie. Like a brother to all of us. And you have been around longer than those. I'm sure you'll have some fun elsewhere. And I got something for you.
Time to move on.
Listen.
No.
Well, you know, in the morning, usually he has his cup that's like twice as big as this one. But, you know, we couldn't really get a retirement cup that big because they don't make it that big. Jimmy's half cup, but Eddie Moye is like 3 cups. So we're going to give you this little cup. So when you have some coffee, you can remember us. And we also got you another little special gift, Eddie. I know you guys love going to Italy.
Yes, we do.
So we got you a great Italian style espresso coffee maker. It makes great coffee. And it's fire truck red. So it's really nice. You ready? And you have enough coffee to get you started applying for the first 6 months of the machine.
Oh, beautiful.
And you've already been registered, so all you gotta do,
Order more, right?
when you need to order more,
Awesome.
your customer number is here and everything. You're registered with your Wellington address and everything, so you're good to go. You can go to the store and get one up there.
You got an app for it?
You gotta have an application for it.
2 days.
So I hope you never run out of you, but
No, that's good. Use that weekend.
Yay.
Eddie's gonna talk, but not yet. We saved the best for last.
Oh, you go out
Yeah, Craig, not yet. I haven't got it.
Craig step back.
Kathy?
Come on, children. Let's This is embarrassing because that is double a couple things, so I guess I'll save them for my retirement, which won't be for a while, but that's okay. So anyway, I got, this was signed by all the guys at the station, and it matches our whole Key West thing out on the patio, and everybody signed off on it. If anybody hasn't signed this, please come up and sign it before you go. And
Got my badge and a city envelope too.
I forgot to say, but I did get one, and this was.
Give me that hat, you know what?
I did. So I'm saving it for my retirement and the mug. But anyway, this is from the boys because, you know.
That's funny,
I'm retired, but I work at part-time as a pain in the butt. But thanks so much, everybody, for coming. I mean, Eddie and I have been together for 20 years, but this is 33 years of his life. You guys are like family to him. I'm sorry, I'm a crier.
well, I do.
You cry too. Yeah, I'm funny for you.
We were somebody to cry for like what?
So this is just awesome, and I know, you know, we're very excited about this next chapter, but I know Eddie's gonna go through, it's gonna miss everybody, it's gonna be different.
Oh,
but,
for sure.
It won't take long.
Right, look at that. Look at that smiling. The big ribs are always there, guys.
Yeah, man. For about a month. That comes from a guy who was crying.
The guy who's dying over this, you guys.
I know, yeah, he won't get rid of us that easy, so we'll definitely be back to visit. Oh, well, always. You guys have anything to say?
Hopefully I'll be here in a few years.
Yeah. Alan graduated, he's going to Fire Academy in the fall, so. But he retired. One day I'll be like you. I can't believe Chad's taller than you.
I got 3 too.
So.
You have
I
no
know
idea
you'll
what
miss
they
so
can
much.
eat.
We're happy to have them to ourselves, so, you know.
Reedy.
Got anything to say?
Jimmy,
Everybody has a seat.
Jimmy Paul. This is old crew. Greg Cobalt
Yeah.
and Jimmy Paul.
Me.
I met Eddie like 35 years ago, same time I met Jimmy Paul and Alan Chapman, and we became friends, right? I don't know where Chapman is, or your brother. We became friends right away, and we went out with their wives at the present then, and had a lot of fun. We clicked right away. Me and him, not so much Jimmy. And I remember those days thinking, these guys are firefighters and I'm not hired yet. I was so pissed. They used to go home and go, Jimmy, Dad, you're firefighters. How come I'm not? When I failed Miami Beach and Hialeah, that's probably why I took that. No, this is true though. I was selling cars, believe it or not, and Eddie Moye came and got me one day. It was the day after the application ended. He walked into the place, he left there, he goes, did you fill out the application? I said, I couldn't get out. He goes, they extended till noon time, it's like 11 o'clock. I left the dealership, got to like 20 to 12. The last person filled out the application. Thanks to him, man. I feel like I owe that to him. Had he not come by, I wouldn't be in the city of Miami.
This is Eddie's retirement, not yours.
But this is the guy did that for me. You know what? We even go to the Keys and go fishing.
Don't bring up
We
stories.
were at one little hotel one time.
No,
There was
no,
nowhere to
no.
stay. It had some little dumpy air conditioner. And we walked this one place and we looked at the bed, about this table going, this isn't going to work.
We went different places. That was Jeremiah's son. This isn't right, man. That don't have to pay that way. It was too weird. But side by side, we had our faces. This isn't cool. We're good friends. It's not that good. So a lot of fun times there. And then
the Key West.
he would call me, tell me to come down here with him. He's like, dude, this is the place to be. It took me 20 years to get here, but I finally got here. We rode the same truck, drove the same truck. It was great being with them. Jimmy was our lieutenant. Even Eddie Velez was on the truck, the four of us. So we tried to check our truck, and he's like, I get out of here. It was like a little thing. You get out in the morning, check it. Chief, so you know, when you go do a little cafecito, tostada in the mornings. I had a lot of great years here with Eddie, and I'm not gonna miss him because I'm gonna see him. We're still gonna be friends. We want to do a lot of things together. So I can't tell you, you're gonna miss it now, but it'll be only be a month, bro. You'll be okay.
I couldn't help but think what the dispatcher said, how Eddie helped a lot of lieutenants, I guess, come through here. Cooch was here before I was, I believe. And then an opening came up and I came here, and I was on rescue for forever. And I had the opportunity to come to Eddie. And you know, being on that truck for so long, you're a little nervous getting back to an engine that you hadn't seen for like 28 years. But he made it very comfortable. He's the consummate helper, I guess, you know, as far as lieutenants and officers. But he was a big help of helping me become acclimated, not just to the truck, but to the station. He was like the mediator. I'm in the officer seat. Cobalt, you know, you can never stop him from talking. He's in the back seat. Eddie's talking to his girlfriend, and if I've got a problem, I turn to Eddie here, who might be driving that day. But Eddie was the consummate professional, always helpful, but in reality, they all were. And it was a great bunch to work with, and I count it an honor and a privilege to have been able to work with all these guys, and this particular day, Eddie himself. So thanks again.
Let's eat cake.
Speed!
I could go on and on. I could start at the beginning and I could go around and around. I could see Paul and John there, and they're the guys who got me going. They're probably the best inspiration for me on the fire department because both of them were just great firefighters, and they were great guys to be around. They loved doing stuff. They were great around the job, and they're great on the job. And Jerry Valderrama, thank God he studied his butt off and left his driving spot way up at 3 to get. So.
Showed you everything how to drive that truck, right?
So I took his driving spot way back and could never find a good reason to leave the road. So I love it here. I love this station. I love this. The whole city's great. It's still a great job. I wish I could say something that's going to be more powerful, but I don't really know what to say. I look at all the people around this room. I love everybody here. I'm so glad I got to have this experience. I'm so glad that I'm going to go on and move on to the next experience. So that's the way it goes, and it's always a good thing. And every time I see somebody like these guys that are retired, they just can't wipe the grin off their face. And I saw Joe Green on a bike trip. We went up to Niagara Falls, and Joe Green goes, 9 years, 9 years. I can't stop smiling. So, and in the great words of Joe Green, I wish he could have been here tonight too. He said, the toughest thing about retirement, you never get a day off. Every day, folks, steam ahead, man. It's a great saying. That's how I'm going to go. It's all going to be good from here. So I love everybody. Thank you for everything. Thank you so much for the career and the time, and thanks for being here. Now we got
Eddie, you still have that 1,001 chicken recipe?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.